Good morning again. It is still morning. I wanted to share with you guys because I had uploaded a video this morning. If you haven't seen it, you can go check it out. It was about a 6 or 7 minute video. By the way, I'm eating right now, so you have to deal with that a little bit. Just let me get something on my fork here. And so this morning, this video was me explaining how I'd been up or been probably awake since 7 and laying in bed, and then finally started moving around 8, and was talking about how I had made a goal that if I felt good enough, I'd go to church this morning. And in that video, I was explaining I'd already put my shoes on and I was about to walk my dog, and then come back and put my shirt on and get a little bit of money that I owed somebody. And what I want to share with you is when I started, when I began walking to go to church, as I got on the road right in front of the trailer park it was after I got on the side road there, but just right up the road from there, I started feeling a heaviness, not like a heart attack or nothing like that, but just I could feel the effect of how I'd been pretty inactive this past week and a half. And then I also had them couple of days of slipping and getting a bottle. And, when you... I made another video, but my storage space was running out. So it cut it off. I'm glad it did. It was 11 minutes. I mean, I think it was along the lines of what I'm doing right now. I just wasn't eating at the moment. And I kind of went into a little bit of something that I'm planning to do. But my main reason for making this video is to assure you guys that I wasn't making up that I was going to go to church. I left here with that intention. Now, listen, what I didn't mention earlier today was that when I was laying in bed and I was thinking to myself, do I feel well enough to get up and go, or do I want to get up and see what time it is? Because I didn't even know what time it was. I knew it wasn't too late to go to church, and so I asked the Spirit to show me what move to make this morning, what to do. I just said, I'm going to let you guide me and show me, and kind of, I finally kind of felt like there was something telling me you need to go. And so that's when I put my shoes on, and then I made that video and everything. So I start walking, and I just get onto the little side road to head to the church and start feeling pretty hot. I mean, it's a little bit overcast today. I think we're going to have some rain tonight and into tomorrow. But there's a breeze, but there's a little bit of humidity too, because it's blowing in something that they're talking about by tonight. Should be here. Probably when I'm in the middle of the night of sleep or something, I'll probably hearing some rain come in. But I don't know exactly when it's supposed to start. But my point being is, I was going up this stretch of trees right off the side of the road, and I don't know if they're going to leave them there or if they're going to finally cut them down or not eventually. But the point being is, I'm just watching the wind blow the leaves, and I'm stopped, and I said, God, give me an answer. Like, at this point, it was like, do I continue to walk? And I had talked to myself, and, oh no, you're going. You just keep moving. And when I stopped, I wasn't up to this little drive that cuts into the lot that they're clearing off that I used to take Ladybird to, where I found that 1981 or 82, whatever, stormtrooper, well, snow trooper. They've been clearing that off, but there's some parts that are starting to have stuff grow up in it, and it looks cool. And there's still some trees, you know, standing. And so before I got to where you cut in to go there, and I'd stopped and said, "Give me an answer. Tell me, do I push on and make it to church and end up there wore out, tired, sweaty, breathing hard, or whatever? Or what do I do? Do I just go home?" And so by the time I got to that little cut into that property, that was my answer was being revealed. The breeze and the way the leaves were blowing, and I seen the birds flying back and forth, and it said to me, "Why don't you go sit under a tree? Listen to the nature, listen to the sounds around you, and observe and observe the movement of life." That's the way to put it. So that's what I did, and I sat there probably 30 minutes, you know, and didn't know what time it was because I didn't take my tablet with me. But I knew at that point there was Sunday school going on. And I was like, the answer was this morning. When I stopped and sat under that tree and observed things, and I seen 2 woodpeckers and all these different birds are chirping, talking to each other. The trees are blowing. What was interesting, you could see, you know, what is it they say about maple leaves? You know, when they're blowing a certain way where you're seeing them, the bottom of them, I think, fold up. I think that's a sign of rain. That's how I know. But I've seen that they're predicting some rain as the day goes on into the night. And that's why it was cool to watch nature telling me what I'd already seen predicted. So that's how I know something's coming in. But while I was sitting there, so then it came to me, it's like, you know, I need to bring, I decided I'm going to take Ladybird over there and sit myself under somewhere. I found another spot when I was sitting under the one big tree that I'm going to use to maybe do some videos in. So I was like, okay. And then the next thing that came to me was I've got these 2 books. This one here is called The Meaning of Life. And it's cute, but it's funny, quirky, and it's cool. Short and simple, but what it dawned on me, man, I can do this. I can do a read through, like, because this is more of a picture book, if you'll look at what I'm talking about, like, where I can show you the pages that I'm about to read from, and then, you know, and then what it says, and do a read through. Now, I don't know if I want to do an entire, because if you'll look, it doesn't say, there's not a lot of words at the bottom, but having to hold each picture up to show you what I'm reading from, and then and then flip the page and all that, and plus anything else I may add and interject. I think if I sat and tried to do this simple book all in one video, I might end up with having like a 30-minute video. And the only reason I don't like getting into too long of videos is just the way I upload is strictly data. I've said that before. So when I've went over, like, I have unlimited data, but it takes a long, like, when I get past like a 10-minute video, I mean, I've had like a 20-minute video sometimes take an hour to get to post. But then I've also had times 20 minutes in 30 minutes it's uploaded. It depends on how the weather's going and all that. And sometimes traffic speed will slow down just a little, you know. But my point is, so then I've got this book. It's called, the other book is called The Meaning of Life, but it's cool. You'll like it. And then this one is a cute little book I picked up at the Dollar Tree a while back. I believe The Meaning of Life, if I want to say correctly, now Mama Teresa, you could tell me if I'm wrong. I believe a viewer sent me this. Tell me if I'm correct or not. I could be wrong. But I like that book. Maybe it's something I picked up and didn't realize it, but something is telling me that was in my package in December for my birthday from Mama Teresa. And she's on Twitter. Anyway, but she follows the channel regularly. But this book I bought 2 copies of with the intention of sharing it on video and then doing like a little, you know, kind of a raffle or something like I'm doing for Life Awareness. But what I'm going to do is I want to share with you guys that when I get done, when I take down the giveaway, and then once I get the video up of me pulling a name and announcing who's going to win, then we'll just have to wait for me to, you know, make sure I have enough money to get the package to you. But what I'm going to do is whoever wins, I'm going to add my second copy of this, Living Your Best Life by according to Nala the Cat. I'm going to put that in with Living a Life Awareness. So it's just made the giveaway a little funner. And I think you'll enjoy it. But what I'm going to do is when I get off here now, it's still coming into a long video. But I was honored I was glad because as I left the field over there, you know, I felt the movement and the spirit. I was told under that tree, you can believe me or not, I know what my message was for today. It was, here's some ideas. You're sitting here, you're in church right now. You're watching nature. This is church. You don't have to be in the building. You don't always have to be around a bunch of people, which I ain't around a lot of people. My point is I was still having church. I'm still having church right now. And so what I'm going to do is probably go out back here and I'm going to practice doing some videos. I'm going to see how I need to practice at it and see how I can get the best angle and shot of when I'm reading from these books and showing the pictures. I'd like to be able to do, so I can see and have it set up, but I'd like to be doing most of these readings from these books in an outside environment. So I'm going to practice. I'm just going to be practicing today, and I'm going to do probably a run outside and see, and if it looks good enough, I may use it. But what I'm thinking is, I may do this book. I'm going to start probably today with this book and read up to a certain point, and then maybe that'll be something that I can work on reading throughout this coming week. That's a goal. I think that'd be cool that every day I read a little bit from that book, because I think within probably in a week's time we can probably be done with that. You know, depending on if I do one every day. So, that being said, I'm glad you're watching. Thanks for listening. And I just wanted y'all to know that my day's going good and I'm having church to myself. And the Spirit moved me and said, I want you to relax today. I want you to do what you can, but I want you, importantly, to create. And that's when the ideas for reading these books, and then I may go over there. I'm going to take Ladybird over back to the field. I'm going to take her with me in a little while and let her run around in the field. I'm going to take the tablet and probably experiment with camera angles and where I may want to set up and do some stuff over there, as long as there ain't nobody over there working or doing anything like to the property. And I may explore doing that, see if it might just walk over there and do a little filming and share with y'all what I'm talking about and how beautiful it is, and then maybe talk a little bit and show you the spots that I may be setting up and doing some reading from. And but I'm gonna practice here at home today, I figured do a few test runs on how the best angle, the best lighting, and I'm going to try going outside, see how it looks out back, and then I'm going to do, and I'm going to be reviewing it and watching it myself. So until next time, which hopefully I might be able to upload something else today, maybe just something briefly of the scenery and everything that I'm enjoying over there. While I'm letting Lady run around, I'm probably what I'll do. But I'm gonna probably get off here, charge the tablet some more before I do all that. So it might be an hour or two before I get over there with Ladybird and do a video there. But right now, I'm just gonna practice doing this. So until next time, Mr. Cloud Sage of the Eternal Moment, over and out. Ditto.